history. I mean, I've watched it so many times and I get very worked up and emotional about it. Just the beauty of all of the people who are, there to testify is just also inspiring. Um, um, I think everybody on this call is familiar with your work tallying feedback that Wisconsin legislators received and showing how frequently their votes don't reflect their constituents' opinions. But they may not know that you share those findings on your website, We the Irrelevant, which is now in the chat, and that you're still doing it. And you've done a lot since the film that we've continued to talk about. It would be great to hear a little about the new inquiries that you've been doing. And I think you've been doing some pretty revealing stuff this past year.
Yes, I did. At the end of May, I sent one out on gerrymandering. I did one of these panels with the League of Women Voters, and they were involved in it and discovered that they, in fact, had urged their mailing list to contact legislators about the gerrymander. So the truth to tell, I wasn't going to do another open records request. It's tiring. But someone said on that conversation, but we're sending all of these emails. How are we going to know if you don't ask for them? So I couldn't have an answer to that. I said, okay, I'll ask. And so I did. I did it in such a way that I didn't get all of the numbers. I know there are many more numbers that the League can document, but I wanted to get something quickly. And so I still have 14 legislators. I queried the whole legislature, sorry. And the current count is 953 of those contacts opposed to gerrymandering, and 2 who are not opposed. They're in favor of it. Those are the kinds of numbers I get all the time.
Sheila, we just had I know you have another one to talk about, but we just had a question about whether or not you have to pay for any of these requests. And I think that you've got some, you've got an answer to that.
Yes, I will tell you that I have never paid, except when I was temporarily disabled and needed records. Those were the days of all paper. I needed them mailed to me. And so, because I could not go to the clerk's office and read them. That's no longer the case because now I only ask for electronic records. And this time, 3 senators have decided that I should pay. So far, no one else has done that. Their names are going to be in the chat, because I think it might be a good idea to contact them and say, you don't think this is a very good idea. There they are: Senator Fan of Fond du Lac, Senator Jagler of Watertown, and Senator Kapenga of Delafield. The aggregate of their 3 charges is over $320. Now, these are public records. They are merely custodians, not owners. And that is what I believe, and so that is why I will not pay. And if I don't pay, I wrote to them and told them that that the law says that charging a fee is a choice, and I asked them to make a different choice. And so far, only Fan has responded, and he has said, "Oh, your request has been fulfilled. The records are there at the chief clerk's office, and she'll send them to you." And my response to him was, you are charging me over $100. I don't have it. Therefore, I don't have the records. Therefore, my request has not been fulfilled. I don't expect to hear any more from him. So there's 3 of those. The answer is, rarely am I asked to pay a fee. When I am, I will not pay.
So there's, kind of an, I don't want to say an irony, but what we see from your work is somewhat counter to what many of us learned our whole lives about how we interact with our government. We are constantly, even now, being told to write to our representatives. And I'll mention a quick story that my brother-in-law took his 8th grade class to DC a couple of years ago, and they met with their congressperson, and one of the aides was there, and one of the kids asked, "What do you do when we send you letters?" And the aide said, "Oh, we don't do anything with those. Those don't really, nobody ever really reads those." He got a little talking to from an 8th grade teacher. So, but you have said that it really does matter, even though you're showing that their votes are counter to what they're hearing. Why should we keep doing this? Why should we keep sending these things? Should we?
Yes, it's a good question. And I'll preface my remarks by saying, if you keep writing, I'll keep asking. You're right, it does not affect their vote. That's because the gerrymander protects them from your vote. They ignore your messages. They hope to discourage you and thereby shut you up. If you stop writing and calling, they not only have nullified your vote, they have silenced your voice. They want you to just go away. Don't do it. Please don't do it.